So I just played Ori and the Blind Forest. This game was great. It was legitimately very, very well crafted. From the wonderful animation to the unique gameplay, I had a very interesting experience with Ori. Starting with the animation, what I really appreciated was the character movement. Ori herself is brought to life through her animations, making gameplay seem all the smoother as you traverse the world around you in a bouncing, delicate, and yet elegant fashion. The side characters also have movement befitting their personality, telling you leaps and bounds about who they are just by watching how their bodies interact with the world. The owl villainess is harsh and swift, and the mother figure is slow and gentle. While at first I thought the animation was simply extremely excellent 2D, it became obvious later that the character models were actually 3D. Even then, the animation work was very impressive. The painted environments are also what really add the beautiful flavor to the game. There are several different areas to explore in the game world, each with their own environment and look. Since all of the levels and areas are interconnected on the same map, Metroid style, there are also transitional areas between the differing environments. The way each area blends into another was very well done. The environments themselves are all interesting and immersive. While there is the obligatory lava area, water area, and wind area, there are also more unique places to go besides them, and even then, those more cliché areas have twists to them that make them still interesting to go through. Overall, the setting in Ori is utterly fantastic and well done. The story is fairly bare bones, but it works alright for what it sets out to do. When I started the game and watched the first cutscene, I assumed that the game was going to be very story-focused. It was to my surprise when it really wasn't. Rather, it's more focused on gameplay. While I personally would have liked a more complex narrative with a few more characters and character interactions, I'm still happy with what was given. Finding out small things about the history of the world as I traversed it was fun, though I would have liked to find out more about it. The ending, which I won't spoil, was good, but I feel it could have been more satisfying, much like the rest of the story. The overall art style the game chooses to immerse itself in is one I very much enjoyed looking at. Environmental scenes mixed with great character art and designs proved to be a mix for a visually stunning game. The gameplay itself is a different thing altogether. I'm not saying it was bad at all, it just definitely was not what I was expecting. But wow, the game was difficult for me. It's a platformer with Metroid influences, as I said before, where you explore new areas, gain a new ability, and then use that ability to backtrack and find new things in old areas. This is all fine and good, but the platforming itself was very difficult. It might have been partially because I was using a keyboard and mouse, but I died almost 1,000 times on my first playthrough, and that's a lot. So much of the difficult parts stem from jumps and timing that have to be just right, or parts that have to be memorized. Either way, a lot of trial and error is needed. I got frustrated many times over playing this, especially on the levels where you have a certain amount of time to leave an area before you die. I had to walk away from the game several times just to calm myself down. Games don't normally do that to me. I don't know if I was alone in this or not. I might have just not been that great at it at first. Getting back on track, the platforming is actually pretty unique with some of the abilities you get. While there is the obligatory double jump and bomb-like ability for unlocking new areas, there are also some very unique and surprising abilities, such as the weird bounce off of an enemy to jump higher and/or send the enemy flying into danger or into another enemy or into a wall to break it ability. It was really weird to get used to, but overall a very fun one to unlock. The combat is simple but different. The little Navi-like ball of light following you shoots out balls of energy that automatically seek your target, as long as you're close enough. Battles become a tense dance of making Ori dodge the attacks while simultaneously make the little ball light attack. It's fun. Ori and the Blind Forest probably isn't a game for everyone. If you don't like platformers much, I wouldn't recommend it. You'd probably get very frustrated. If you like or don't mind them, I'd say to definitely give it a try, especially if you like the 2D Metroid games. If you just like the beautiful art style and animation, I'd also say to check it out. This game is recommended. Oh, and the soundtrack is great! Check out the music if you can. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.